First, thank you for doing this with me. It's really nice of you. I think you're beautiful, and I love your very native look. I'm glad that we can have this interview. I want to learn what it's like for you, having grown up in Alaska and being here and being an Alaskan Native. What type of Alaskan Native are you?
Athabaskan.
And is that located in a certain region generally in Alaska, more so than other places?
It is. So it's more like interior, more towards the east, I guess, like central to the east of Alaska.
Okay. Are there any tribes of that any longer?
Yeah, there's still a large population of Athabaskan people.
Do they speak Athabaskan?
So the Athabaskan language is kind of gone. I looked it up recently because I was kind of thinking about it, and there are about 30 people who speak it now, and they're doing it just to preserve the language.
Only 30 people.
In the area where my family's from. There's a few more like up north that speak it a little more, but like where I'm from, or my mom was from, there's only 30 people. Maybe I should have shared that during, but like the Catholic mission came along and took all of the children in Nenana and the surrounding areas and sent them to a mission. And they were forbidden to speak their language. So, yeah.
That probably added to the dying of the language.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How long ago do you think that was that they did that?
So my grandma was born in 1919. So probably by she was very young, like 1925, 26. She was 5 or 6 when they first took her to the mission.
How sad. Away
Yeah.
from her family, her whole culture, her language.
Yeah. But with other children. So I mean, it was hard, but she had the comfort of other friends and family.
My goodness. That would still be shocking.
Yeah.
Where was the mission at?
So down the river just a little bit. Like, I guess if you go there, you can see a little bit of where it was, but yeah.
I'm sure that affected her. Did she ever tell you stories about it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sad that happened.
Okay. Is it kind of similar to Navajo? Is that what I've heard?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know any words of it?
I know one.
What is the one?
It's Zugi,
Zugi.
which means baby.
Oh.
And that's basically the only word I know.
It's a cute word. It sounds like a baby word, yeah.
We had a dog that my grandma named Zugi, so yeah.
So talking about where your family was from, how is that reached? Can you reach it by road, or is it plane, or?
You can reach it by road. It's actually Nenana.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, it's right on the highway. And the history, it's at the, I guess, called the confluence of the Tanana and Nenana River. So there was a lot of trading done in that area. And then eventually, like when the railroad came, then the city grew, population grew. But there was like 5,000 people back then, but now there's only like 300 people.
Oh, only 300 people there still.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you go back to visit?
Occasionally. Not very often, but yeah.
Gotcha. So, a lot in the lower 48 tend to think of Alaskan natives as Eskimo. Have you heard this before, and do you think it's offensive to be called an Eskimo?
To be honest, I never knew that it was offensive because that's like historically what we've always been taught, Eskimo or Indian but recently I found out that to some people, yes, it is offensive. So, yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of how the person interprets it, the terminology. Okay. Is that what you heard growing up? Like, did they or your family refer to themselves as Eskimo?
No, so my family is actually Indian, which is different than Eskimo. And
What's the difference? What do you mean?
so it's like, I don't really know how to explain it, but so Indians and Eskimo do share some genetic components, but it is like different. And I don't know how to really explain that. Maybe like the English and the Germans share some genetic, but it is like separate.
I think you did a good job at explaining that. I didn't understand that there was even a differentiation between native and ethnic. Okay. So where were you born?
I was born in Fairbanks. Mm-hmm.
And have you always lived in Alaska?
Pretty much. Maybe gone for 3 or 4 years, but came back. Yeah.
The different places that you've lived, have you ever experienced prejudice for being native?
I have not personally,
Right.
but I've seen it. Yeah. Like in school, children from the villages coming, the others that didn't know them maybe. Like I grew up here, so I was in school from the beginning to the end in the Soldotna Kenai area. So pretty much everyone knew me, but then other children that maybe had a stronger accent from a village, then people would treat them, certain ones would treat them terrible.
That's so sad. I'm glad you didn't experience that, but thank you for sharing that you've seen it.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you appreciate about being native?
I do think it's kind of fun to be a little unique, maybe. I unfortunately don't have a lot of ties to my native heritage, so I don't really get to share in many of those aspects. But I do know that, like when my grandma was still alive, we were a very close-knit family, and the family centered around, like, you know, the elders, the older ones, and we did a lot with the older people. So I think as generations keep going, that dies out a little more.
You're seeing it in your own life where the culture is kind of dying away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
I guess I don't really think about it because it's just life right now.
Is there anything about living in Alaska that you really love?
I love the diversity and culture here. I feel like there's so many different people, and I feel like we're all fairly accepting of one another and the cultures and finding curiosity in one another. I love the beauty, I feel like it's relatively calm compared to other places.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I would agree with that. Do you have any stories of hunting or fishing, wildlife stories? I talk to people from Alaska, and they always have these wonderful things that have happened, or even scary things that have happened that can really only happen living somewhere like Alaska, so rural. Do you have anything that comes to mind that you don't mind sharing?
So currently we're not big hunters, but as a child, we went to a fish camp, which is maybe 20 miles out of Nenana on the river. We had to go on a boat to get there. And the relatives that we went with had a big fish wheel. Like, it's a really big wheel. It catches fish. And I got to experience them emptying that and seeing how that all worked. And then they cut the fish. I was too young to really share in that, but they would cut the fish and then dry it. And it was really interesting.
It was to see that. And so this was salmon?
Yes.
Salmon? Okay. I bet they caught a lot of fish.
Yeah.
Was it to feed a village or a lot of people, or was it kind of a personal thing?
I think it was personal. Yeah.
To eat throughout the whole year.
Yeah.
What a neat memory. Do you have any other memories of wolves or bears or anything like that?
I don't. No.
What's your favorite Alaskan food? Is it salmon?
I do love salmon, but I love blueberries a lot too, or just berries in general, like the raspberries, the blueberries, the currants, the cranberries. When we were
awesome in the fall.
yeah, my mom would make a lot of jams and jellies, and
Fond memories.
yes,
There.
I haven't been so good about carrying that on, but yeah, it was pretty incredible.
Alaska blueberries are delicious, and I understand they have a lot of antioxidants that have a lot of health benefits for us. Okay. Well, thank you for talking with us today. Is there anything else you want to share about Alaska or being native? Or anything else in the interview?
Just maybe a quick fun fact. Nenana is where Balto started the serum run to Balto. That's where he started the serum run. So once the railroad took him to Nenana, the serum, then the dog team with Balto left Nenana, and that's where they went up to Nome. So just kind of fun.
So it started there. Yes, continuing story. Yeah, that is a nice little historical fact about your area you're from. Thank you for sharing today.